All right, today we're going to test out the Woojer Strap Edge. They put an edge on that? Edge? Well, anyway, so a little background on the Woojer Strap. Um, I promised them, actually, there are no promises involved. I didn't promise them shit. But I did tell them that I was very eager to try out their strap edge thing. Apparently, it's something that, and I have it here. I'm not going to do an unboxing because that's not the kind of behavior that I want to engage in, unboxing and stuff. But I do have the strap edge that they've given me, or that I've bought. I'm not going to say they gave me. I bought that damn thing. So I am not in any way beholden to them for this Jim Jam. I like it. It's got a nice heft to it. It feels substantial in the hand. Way to the sign of reliability. Um, but my goal is I listen to a lot of music when I paint, especially in the early stages. So the early stages is a lot of me bopping around and listening to music, and that invigorates me in order to just enjoy the process. And the process of that is, let me get a little more comfortable. The process of that is, uh, it's instinctual. It's more like I make a lot of notes, and it's just the testing out of waters. And you see here back there, it's another canvas that I'm working on, which is a 48 by 60. And again, this is not a Woojer ad or demo. This is just something that I've come across, and it seems like something that would be useful to me in this stage of my painting. And uh, it's it's fairly small. I mean, like there is a strap, and there are things that you attach to it. Um, this is a long video, so I don't really care how long this video is. I'm just gonna put it up on the YouTube channel or whatever, or maybe I'll send it to Woojer and they'll cut it to use whatever. I told them I would. Again, no promises were made, so it's not like they paid me for this. Again, I bought this, um, and I was so excited about what it was supposed to do that I went ahead and paid for the expedited shipping. However, I did receive this DOA. So I mean, this is, I can tell right now that the button that pairs your phone or whatever to the Woojer was not working properly. There was no. It didn't feel like I was depressing anything. No, it feels like there's something there. So I charged it. As recommended, over 3 hours of charging time. So it is technically set and ready to go. There are talks about like I like AirPods. What I don't like about AirPods is that they pop out of your ear. Um, so I did charge it for whatever recommended period they said, and uh, which is 3 hours minimum. I think it's on for a good 4 hours, so it's like 4 hours of whatever gobbledygook. Um, but I find that like there's supposed to be like a dual pairing, so like if you have a device that can do dual pairing, that works there too. Um, but I find that like the cord always there's something about an analog signal like direct into it to me that makes always more sense. So I'm gonna do that. And I've I've put the strap. I'm gonna put the strap on. So I'm placing it over uh, my chest here. So the feedback is supposed to be, uh, I think it's bass driven. So it's like a heavily bass driven feedback. And what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to amplify that through haptic console, haptic feedback. Um, I'm just hoping that it'll knock off some of the plaque in my left ventricle. Uh, I don't think that's going to happen, but I did try it out when I first charged it, and it seemed to be good. I didn't mess around with any of the settings, so whatever standard it was, it felt a little weedy, to be honest with you. And like I said, I got a DOA, I sent to RMA, and I got it back. It took a while. It took a while, longer than I did, and I got no reimbursement for the fact that I paid extra to get it fast. So, not saying anything there. I'm excited about it. I want to try it out, especially in this new process thing that I'm working on. So, what I did want to say was that I am looking forward to this experience again. Usually, the start of my paintings, when I start up a new painting, uh, it's a lot of freeform, a lot of thoughts, and it kind of coalesces into what I think I want to say on the canvas, or what I know I want to say on the canvas. Um, and uh, from the initial test that I did, I don't think it's going to work with Enya or anything with lights, or maybe some Ulrich mouse or whatever that I've listened to, or that's currently on my post. But I do think that it will work fine for the dubstep that I'm very fond of. So I'm looking forward to that, and we're going to test that out a little bit. I might have to turn the audio on these things off so I can get the headsets going. I am using Sony MDX, blah 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 blah. These Jim Jams. Um, they're not the two or the recent model, but they're fairly excellent. I do like them. And it's Sony. Honestly, I've always been a big fan of Sony. Sony's audio is like, it's, I don't know. I like Japanese stuff. I've always liked Japanese stuff. Like, my helmet is a Shoei. Um, and when it comes to technicality and stuff that Sony builds, like PlayStation or whatever, they're good. Like Sony's a gem. Um, so I'm gonna try these out and see how they go. And unfortunately, I might have to turn off my Apple headsets in order to do so. But if I do, that's fine. You'll see me bopping around. If it's good, you'll know. Just the level that I'm bopping around. I'm going to probably put on some Skrillex or something that I think this strap's going to be very attuned to. Again, I don't think it's going to work if you listen to very mellow, mild music, like if you listen to oral beats to chill out and hang with. I don't know if this is going to be your jam. But definitely, if you're listening to some like heavy metal or something that's got a pumping soundtrack, like Five Finger Death Punch, I think will probably work well with it as well as dubstep, which will probably be on my playlist at some point. But this is where we're going to go and try out with at this point. I have a new canvas, and again, my process in the beginning is I just jam out. I've got some notes. This one's like a 1980s throwback to Max Headroom. I don't think you're going to get it from what the initial sketches are, but Max Headroom, and my statement on, like, it's not a statement. I'm not trying to make a statement. But it's more like, this is how I start. Um, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and see. Again, I think I've got it paired correctly. It's on my phone, so where's my phone? I've got it paired to my phone, which I think if I plug this in correctly, and I press the parent one, two, three, four, five, this thing should be blinking now. It should be blinking alternately red and Alternately red and green, I think is the pairing mode. Alright, that's completely off. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see if it's pairing on my phone. Um, so that's alternatively what you're supposed to do. Is you're supposed to pair it onto your device. And currently my iPhone, um, there it is, Woojer Strap. Oh, connected. There we go. So then I'm going to put on my music. Currently, let's see. Uh, I'll put it on my dubstep playlist. I can already feel it. Let's see. Again, the ventricle. Come on, guys. I need it to. Okay, much better. Like the default is like I don't listen to Snoop Dogg, so. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. I've got this thing strapped on. It's on my accelerate. Oh, that feels good. Can it go any more? Honestly, Woojer, like, all right. So I'm gonna take these off so that I can put my headphones on and enjoy this. I'm gonna paint around, and if I'm feeling it, you'll know. I'm already feeling it. This will get your ass moving. All right. All right. 5-10 minutes of this. I'm doing test. I gotta see if these things work again. Hold on 1 second. Test. All right, fine. Looks like you're recording and you can get that. So, first 5-10 minutes of this thing. I really don't know how long that was, but maybe. Uh, Not bad. I gotta say, I do like it. Uh, Again, the RMA process for these guys, you know, took a little while, and I had to reach out a little more than I'd like to have. But for the most part, I'm gonna say positive experience. I like it. It does like I was just listening to some dubstep reptile themes. Look it up, you'll find it. It's very bass intensive, so like obviously it might not it might not fully knock off some of the plaque that's in my left ventricle, but I'm hopeful. Uh, so I do like it. I don't know if the best. Like I look at it this way, like when I saw the pictures online, and again the unboxing thing. Go online, you'll see what's in the box. It's fairly standard. Very nice packaging. You guys do a very good job in packaging. Um, uh, but so far as the overall sound, I really, honestly, I want this thing to punch me a little harder than I think I have it on max right now, and it's good. Like you definitely feel it. I really want something to hit me. Like if I put it on my chest, I could feel my vertebrae loosening. That's how I would like it. But it's probably not safe to do it that way. I do like it, and I think for the early stages, if I had this when I was painting at Comic Con, believe me, it would have been a lot more fun. Not that that wasn't fun, but I do appreciate this stage of like its involvement in my painting. Now, speaking for those of you who are looking to purchase this, uh, as an end user, and again, they're not paying me for this, so I'll say what the hell I want. The RMA process is sort of a pain in the fucking veg, so I don't know, maybe. Uh, you guys need to straighten that part out a little bit. If you want to use it as like a dedicated music, depends on the type of music you're listening to, I think. I did put some Alex notes on it, barely registered. Again, if you guys at Woojer had like an app where you can take the EQ settings and apply that to the feedback, especially on the lower end, like if people are listening to mellow music, or I could see this being used in like cinematic scores or something like that, where it like gradually goes up at a certain bass or more of a treble. And if you can control that, I think that would be better. Again, the vest, I don't know. I don't know if I'd drop that kind of money in a vest. You guys want to give me a vest to try out? Then I'll definitely do that. I have a feeling when I looked at it online, it kind of reminded me, because the way this thing works, it looks like it's like the thing from Iron Man. And in the Hulk Buster, there's like 12 of those things. So, it's something that I would do, but like again, this for me, in my early stages of sketching and whatever, it's very intuitive and it's very I really enjoy the feedback of it. Whereas if I was going to do this like permanently, or I saw a review online where someone said that as they was running it helped their back. I don't disagree with that at all, but I also it depends on if you're listening to trance or if you're listening to jungle or dubstep or anything that's bass heavy. I think that would be more along the lines of what this thing could provide for you. And I listen to various types of music, so I'll listen to dubstep, but again, like I'll get into my modes where I'll listen to Enya, or I'll listen to like Ulrich Schnauss, or I'll listen to something else like Tobacco might be good on this one. But again, if there was like some kind of way to adjust like what input affects the feedback, I think that would be great. Maybe I'm missing it. It's not very obvious on your documentation, so maybe a more intuitive app. Um, like Sony's MDX or whatever these headphones are has a great app where you can mess around with that stuff, and I'd really like to see that. But as far as like whatever this costs, like 120 or something like that, a little pricey for this very specific feedback that I'm seeing. Um, if there's a way to like incorporate it to a broader spectrum to incorporate better music, that's not better, I mean the better music, but like different music tastes where you can get like more of a, like I mean some of the music is not going to give you the kind of bass pumping vibes that like other music was. Like I'm not going to listen to medieval madrigals, although you should listen to Miranda Sex Garden if you're into that. But there is this is where this works for me at this particular stage, and I recommend it highly. If you do like I do, um, and I you guys did a good job. I like it. I think there's probably a way to make it a little bit more. Uh, like for me, it's a little weedy because, like, I don't know, I go to 11 a lot, so I think if you could pump it up a little more, I don't know, put a jackhammer in it. Uh, but I like it's gotta rattle my bones, and like honestly, like the size of this thing and like what it does, it's good for what it is, and it's a little bit more of a boost to how I'm using like what I'm thinking about in terms of how I'm painting. But I'd say score wise, give it 8 out of 10 um, for this particular use case. If you're listening again, if you're listening to harpsichord music or madrigals or even chill out like vibe music, I don't think it's going to give you the kind of feedback you're looking for, unless again there is some way to create an app or something that like you can customize what input feedback pushes that. I think that would be a lot better. Anyway, uh, this is Gilo-san, and this is the painting thing, whatever, on the Woojer Strap Edge. Is it Edge? I don't know. Edge. Anyway, you guys did a great job. If you guys do some more advancements, especially on the feedback and making it just punch. Like I really wanted to rattle my vertebrae. Like really, like if you make a special one off, I'll buy it. Like as long as it just it gets that. And I'm almost close to the 30-minute mark, so I just want to wrap it up and say, yeah, you did a pretty good job. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I have to say, and I'm looking forward to what you guys put out in the future.